Hi, so my name is Lalitha, and I'm going to talk to you about creating a role you want when it doesn't exist. So a few years ago, I was hired to work at a management consulting company, yay, and I thought I was going to learn all about business. But what actually happened, yeah, I thought I was going to make a lot of money too. But what actually happened was on the first day, we're sitting around in a circle, all us rock star consultants, and we're listening to offshore IT developers talk about wireframes. And I was like, oh God, what did I get myself into? And I lean over to my coworker and I'm like, what are we working on? And he's like, actually, we're building a new business model for a company. You know, we're a consulting company that has no experience in software, but that's what we're gonna do. And at first I was like, oh, that's so cool, it's gonna be a fun challenge. And then I was like, oh, crap. I don't know anything about software. That was me excited. And it kind of reminded me of those little Russian dolls, you know, like our corporate hierarchy was super strict and structured, and we had this tried and true way of delivering consulting services, and they wanted us to fit software into the existing practices that we already had. And I was like, hell no, this is not gonna work. And so, it was a little frustrating because I was just working with our management team and I was just like, yeah, like how are we going to become software ninjas when we have no one on our team that has any background or really interest in this? So it was, I knew there were going to be challenges and I was excited to lean into them. As I mentioned before, it kind of reminded me of those little Russian dolls. You know, the reason they work is because they're all sort of like the same shape, and you can stack them on top of each other, so best practices lead to best practices. And that's the hope that our company was hoping we deliver. But we were like this big doll with wings, and we knew that we needed more people, more resources, more excitement, more knowledge, and that's what I knew we needed to deliver to the product. So given that that there was this disparity already going on, I knew that there were going to be challenges, and I was excited to fill in the missing pieces. One of the earlier memories I have of working on our team was a bunch of us consultants were sitting around one day, and we were like, okay, we don't really know the end user, we don't really know how to design stuff, but we need to figure out how to build screens. So let's put on our empathy hats, and this actually happened, and figure out what the user might want. And so we're sitting around in a circle, and this one guy comes up with an idea, and we all run over to his computer, and he opens up Microsoft PowerPoint, and he starts drawing these giant, big boxes and little boxes, and he's like, okay, these are gonna be the buttons, and this is gonna be the screen, and he starts writing up instructions for how the boxes are gonna interact with each other, and we're like, oh, this is awesome, this is so brilliant, our users are gonna love this. And then we're like, okay, cool, let's ship it off to those guys in India, and then they'll figure out how to deal with it. But what happened was our clients started calling us after this went into release, and they were like, are there bugs in your tool? Or like, what are all these giant boxes and how do I interact with them? I have no idea what's going on. And so I knew that this was something that needed to be fixed, user experience research specifically and user experience design, and I knew I had to pioneer that effort because no one else knew what was going on. And so the way I did this, because we had no vocabulary or resources to do this, was in 4 big steps, and I guess you can't see the 4th one, but it's okay. I call them Immersion, Connection, Openness, and, oh, the last one was really fun. It's called Guruification. I made it up myself. The first one was Immersion. So our headquarters are in Washington, D.C., and I basically got a blessing from Obama, and I moved over to San Francisco, and I immersed myself in hackathons, design workshops. I took almost everyone out to coffee that I knew that did anything with research or design in their title, because I just needed to learn, and I learned a ton. The next step was connection. So once I knew what to look for, I found people in my own organization that had skill sets that were complementary, like graphic designers or people that had some interest in UX, and we worked on side projects together, which was really cool. We had our own little ragtag team. The next step was openness. So once I had all these side projects lined up, I started delivering them to my team. At first, I was really kind of shy about being honest about my opinions because I was a more junior member. But once I realized I was the only one that knew what user experience was, I just started being super open. And this all led to glorification, basically being the knowledge expert, the content expert on user experience research and design. And that's where I am today. I defined the role. It didn't even exist before. It doesn't really exist now, but I just do it. And it's been a great process. It's been a lot of fun learning with my team and kind of creating alliances with other people in our organization. We've gained a lot of money. We've made a lot of money selling software, so our clients really appreciated it. Great, that's it. Thanks.